Okay, I want to show you how to configure MSys so that you can use the mtools commands to access your your RTEMS virtual hard drive. So the first thing I want to do is actually open up an MSys command window. And it opens up in what's known as my home directory. You can use PWD, which stands for Print Working Directory, to find out where that is. And then, so my home directory is on my C drive under users AR63, and then MSys64. To get back to my home drive at any time, I can just type CD, and that will take me directly back to my home drive. You'll see that I've got a directory, an RTEMS working directory under my home drive, and this is where I've got my RTEMS virtual disk, the rtems.vhd. I want to set up mtools so that I can use them to treat this drive image as an actual drive. So I want to make sure that I'm in my home directory, so type CD, and then mtools uses a configuration file. It's called .mtoolsrc, and it has to exist in your home directory. And so this configuration file is used to associate a drive letter with this particular RTEMS drive image. There is a default configuration file that mtools uses, and I can display that default configuration file by typing mtools test. Okay, I'm going to use this tool to get the right syntax for my mtools configuration file. So I'm just going to redirect the output from mtools test. The default one consists of an A drive and sets some other flags that I don't think actually mean anything to us. Redirect the output of mtools test into mtools RC. So Unix uses a lot of these configuration files that they often will start with a period. That means the file won't show up in a standard directory listing, and end with the letters RC, which I believe stands for run command. But a lot of these files that start with a period and end in RC are actually configuration files. And of course, every user can have a different configuration file in their own home directory. So I've redirected that, and I've got a basic .mtoolsrc. I'm going to edit it using VI, but if you're not familiar with VI, use a standard Windows editor. I can open up a file explorer in this directory just by typing start and then a period, and then I get the file explorer right here, and I see the .mtoolsrc, so I could open that up with click on open with, and then I could open that up with an editor, or open up the editor and open up this file. Make sure you use a text editor to open it. But again, I'm going to use VI, which I'm familiar with. Doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put our RTEMS drive as the first drive here, so that will be the default drive. I'm going to call it drive X. So the comments here start with a hash sign, so I don't need that. I don't need these last three lines either. Actually, the only thing I really need are the file line and the partition. Okay, I don't need the fat bits stuff. And so I just need the file name. Again, my file image was under my home directory. In Linux, the tilde expands, actually represents your home directory. Of course, I could type in /c/users/AR63/MSys64, but the tilde is a lot more convenient just to type in. The shell expands that as the path to my home directory, and then it's an rtems subdirectory under my home directory, and then the image file is rtems.vhd. Close the string, And so this is the file. It's a partition drive. So, and we're using, there's only a single partition on it. We're using partition 1. And so this is my .mtools RC file. So cat mtools RC. Actually, if I do mtools test again, see the output's changed. Now it knows about my drive X. But now if I just type mdir, I get actually a listing of the stuff that's on my RTEMS image directory. I can copy stuff from that drive, grub.config, and then just a period represents the current directory. Now you'll see I've got a copy of the grub.config file here in my current directory. So let me remove it from my current directory. That's, I think, pretty much the only commands you'll need to use are mdir to get a directory of the drive, and then mcopy to copy stuff to and from. Let me actually copy that grub file again to my home directory, and now I can actually with mdel delete it. Delete it off the drive, and you'll see it's gone. The reason I copied it to my home directory is I didn't really want to retype it in, so now I'm going to just copy it back. What I do is actually keep a copy of my grub.config file under my RTEMS directory. Okay. And then I can actually update it, copy it over into my drive image, and then I've always got an up-to-date menu with whatever the new RTEMS application I'll just add to the menu. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic. mdir to get a directory listing of our virtual drive, and then mcopy to copy files back and forth, and then mdel to delete files. You can get more information with man mtools. It'll talk about some of the particular tools that are available, or man mcopy should give you information about the mcopy command, or there's also the info utility if you're familiar with that. You know, it's like a linked help system. Just queue to quit out of that to get additional information on the mtools. So I think that covers the basics of using mtools to copy our RTEMS images back and forth to our virtual drive. So it's pretty simple.